Hey guys, Jonathan here, and today we're taking a look at the 2010 set Woody's Roundup from Toy Story. This came out in conjunction with Toy Story 3 way back in the day and retailed for $50. Now, adjusted for inflation in 2025 money, that is actually about $73. So yeah, it was probably a little overpriced for what's here, but that being said, I love this set and I think it packed in a lot of really interesting detail. Of course, the four minifigs, I'm going to count Bullseye as a minifig, are pretty incredible, so we'll start off by taking a look at those and then explore the rest of the set right here on Woody's Roundup. Our first minifig to look at, of course, is Woody, and you'll notice that he has the tall legs that are 3 studs tall instead of the traditional 2 studs tall. Because he's taller in that regard, they also made new arms for the figures. Now, these arms and legs would be reused many, many years later on the Avatar figures, but they debuted on Woody and Jessie back in the day, which is pretty cool. The other thing about Woody that's pretty interesting is the molded head. Of course, the hat is one piece with the head, and some people don't really like this, because it doesn't look like a Lego minifigure per se, but me personally, I think it's a perfect translation of Woody's unique head sculpt in the films translated into minifigure form, and I far, far, far prefer this to the actual Woody minifig that's, regular height with a minifig head. I know people like both versions, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments, but to me, I think that this works really well. Having the pull string on the back is great. Printing on the sides of tall legs, come on, that is really incredible, and I think this figure has aged exceptionally well. Along similar lines as Woody, we have Jessie. She's got the same long arms as well as the tall legs that are 3 studs tall that look really great. Her ponytail is actually kind of rubbery, kind of interesting there. And once again, her hat is a part of the head, just like Woody's hat is a part of his head. And she had a uniquely molded head that was only ever used on this figure, understandably. Now, Woody came in several sets, and this version of Jessie came in one other set, so she's not exclusive, but our next minifig was exclusive to this set. Here he is, guys, Stinky Pete. That's right, this figure was exclusive to this set, with a front and back printed torso with the drawstring, which is very cool, as well as short legs and a uniquely molded head. Once again, with the hat being a part of it, this figure, I think, is the perfect translation of Stinky Pete into Lego form. He does have a pretty unique head shape in the film, and of course, that wouldn't be able to be achieved with just a regular Lego minifig head, or even the hat for that matter, so I think that this one works really well. He, of course, gets his pickaxe accessory and makes for a really great figure who's one of the main draws for this set for Disney and Toy Story collectors. And finally, we also get Bullseye. You'll notice that he has kind of like a rubbery tail as well as like rubbery hair here, and he's molded incredibly well. Now, you'll see that in his saddle, there's a 1x2 piece in there. There's actually a 1x2 plate on top of that, but you can use one of the poles to push that out. And then, of course, Woody can fit right there so that you can ride like the wind, and the way his legs move allows him to gallop or kind of kick back. It's a really, really great figure. Like I said, I'm going to count it as a minifig, although places like Brickset and Brick Economy do not count him as a figure. I certainly do. Okay, so we do get some very small side builds here, including a dynamite cart here with some extra accessories like handcuffs for Stinky Pete, a shovel, and a broom. We also get a snake, because there's a snake in my boot. And, of course, there's also a water trough for Bullseye to drink out of. We get a little cactus here, and you'll notice this piece here is miscolored, and this piece up here is miscolored. I did have to replace some pieces for my collection, because I got this used, and it was missing a few pieces. Over here in the gold mine, I love this, because, of course, we see this in the Woody's Roundup episode. There are some stones over on the side that you can put in the top, and they kind of fall through to show the gold mine caving in. Then, as we move over to the town square, we've got a gold mine and jail signpost there, which is cool. We've got the old saloon doors on Sheriff Woody's building there, which look great, that open outward. We can flip this around to see a little table inside just for some extra play. And then up top, we have a safe with money in it. Ooh, so that's pretty cool. You do have to be a little careful because some of these brown pieces are a little on the brittle side. For whatever reason, at this era of Lego, a lot of the brown pieces just were not very well made. Interestingly enough, though, we can kind of I thought the roof lifted off. No, I guess not. Well, there you go. You can't lift the roof off. I thought you could. Okay, then we can put Stinky Pete right here and push down on this plank to launch him. A little something like that. And then once we have captured him, there's a $10,000 reward. Man, somebody's getting rich, especially back in the 1800s. Dang. Okay, so then you can put Stinky Pete in the jail cell, a little something like that. And every Lego jail cell has a breakout feature. This one's no exception, so you can break out that back wall and have Stinky Pete escape. So overall, I think that this set offered an insane amount of play value, especially at that $50 price point. Yeah, I know that that would be more like $73 today, but still, this set was awesome, and I love it. So let's go ahead and round out this review, or should I say round up this review. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this set in the comments down below. I do think that this set is really cool, and while it was a little overpriced back in the day, the good news is, on the used market, the entire complete set goes for like 80 to 100 bucks. So while that's still expensive, don't get me wrong, keeping up for inflation, it's not that much more compared to other sets, so that's something to take into consideration. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this set. Let me know if you had this back in the day. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.